So there are only really two stitches in knitting. We've got the knit stitch and the purl stitch. So today we'll be looking at the knit stitch. So you've got your cast on stitches and I've got 20 here. So what we do is we move that needle to the left hand. We get our other needle, so another 4mm one, and we start by going in the back of the stitch. Take our long end of yarn, so the one that's connected to the ball, try and ignore the little trailing end. We wrap it around the back needle, we pull it through and we take it off the end. So going in at the front of the stitch, wrapping anti-clockwise around, pulling that new stitch through, hello, and then dropping the old stitch off the end. In the front, round the back, through and off. In the front, around the back anti-clockwise, through and off. So we keep doing this manoeuvre. Again, not pulling too tightly and not leaving it too loose. You'll have your own tension, and everyone's tension is ever so slightly different. Through the front, round the back, through and off. Now I like to hold my yarn in my right hand here, pinch it like this. So it means I have to let go of the right hand needle when I do this. That's okay because I'm using my long needles and it's resting on my lap. I'm not going to drop any stitches. Just going to keep going in, round, through and off until I get to my last stitch. Done. Now you'll see on this side it's looking quite nice and smooth. You can see the loops. If I turn it around to start my next row, so I swap hands and I put all my stitches into my left hand, on this side you'll see the bumps. And these are our purls, our little tiny bumps. And this is the wrong side of the knitting. So the right side, nice and smooth. The wrong side, bumps. So we can do another row of knit. So what we do is we make sure that our loop from the old stitches at the bottom. I know my friend Becky, she pulls her yarn round to the back and ends up with 2 stitches, and so her knitting gets wider and wider and wider like a pair of pants. So make sure that your old loop is in the front and we go in, round, through and off. So again, just the same pattern. Sorry, I had to go around a few times because I kept missing. Round, through and off. In, anti-clockwise, through and off. You might need to just keep pulling your stitches forwards as you move through them. Round, through, off. In, round, through, off. And this is your knit stitch. So the very basic first stitch that we ever learn in knitting. There you go, right at the end. So again, we've got the purls here from the stitches before, but above that it's smooth because on this row our purls are here at the back. And on this back side we can see where it's smooth there, because the purls are on the back every time you do a knit stitch. So there we go. So to start another row, remember we take our thread that we're working with, we pull it here so that the purl's at the front, and you go in on this stitch at the top. Let me know if you've got any questions.